In today's session, I will explain about user-defined exceptions in Python. User-defined exceptions are also called as custom exception. What is mean user-defined exceptions in Python? Which means that you can able to create your own exception class in Python. That concept is called as user-defined exception. Based on your application, you can create your own exception. For example, when you withdraw money from ATM, if the sufficient balance is not there in your account, which can arise an exception, insufficient fund exception. Okay, that is also called as the user-defined exception. Okay, it is not part of the built-in exception. For example, arithmetic exception, IO exception, then value error exception, zero division exception, which are called as user-defined built-in exceptions. They are written the code for those exceptions. But user-defined exception means you can able to create your own exception class. That is called as the user-defined exception. Today, I will explain you how we can create user-defined exception in Python. Then what are the uses of the user-defined exception? Then we will write the program. I will explain you with the help of the example. Then first of all, then whatever the exception has created, that must be a subclass of the exception class. The exception class is the parent class for all the exceptions. Then even if you want to create your own exception, that exception class must be a subclass of the exception class. Then I would like to create user defined exception is called invalid age exception. Invalid age exception is not built-in exception. Invalid age error. I would like to create invalid age error. It is a user defined exception. It is not part of the built-in exception. It must be a subclass of the exception class. Then here, see, then exception is the sub-parent class for all the exceptions, either built-in exception or user-defined exceptions. Then here, the invalid error is the user-defined exception. It is a subclass of the exception class. Here, I would like to define init method inside the class. Then init is consist of one argument over there, that is called as message. Okay, one is argument. Then here I would like to call the super method of exception class. Then init, then message. See here, because whenever you create the user-defined exception, you must create one class. That class must be a subclass of the exception class. Just now I told you about it. Then here, init method. Okay, I would like to create the init method as per my applications. Okay, the init method is consist of one argument that is called as message. Then super.init. Then message can be passed as argument. Okay, at that time, which method will be called now? Then init method of the exception class will be called. Okay, the init method as defined in the exception class, which will be called when you write the statement. Okay, once class has defined, then you can write the program. Now, once you write the statement, the user defined exception class has been created. Then you can write your own code. Then what is the code do you want to write? You can write. Then I would like to write the age. I would like to read the age as an input, then integer. Then input function should be used for reading the data from the user. Then input, enter age. Then once you read the age as an input, then I would like to use the try function, try block. I would like to put the condition over here. Then age must be 18, less than 18, then which can arise an exception. Raise invalid is error exception. Then I would like to pass one argument not eligible. eligible to cast vote. Else, print, then we can display the message eligible to cast vote. Then, if arise an exception, we can write the except block, the invalid error, as the, okay, I would like to use the keyword as, then he knows the syntax. Already we studied the exception handling concept in previous videos. Then except block has also be defined. Then print key. See here, this is only for user-defined exception code. I create the user-defined exception is called invalid error, isn't it? Then once you define the user-defined exception, then you can use those exceptions in the program or code itself. You can see here, I would like to read the age from as the input. Then if age, just I'm checking whether whenever you taken the age from the user, whether the user is valid to cast the vote. Okay, is eligible to cast vote or is not eligible to cast vote. Okay, we can write the code for that. Then here, if you would like to read the age is, for example, 20. Okay, the age should be 20. Then you can check the condition age less than 18 or not. Okay, it is not 18. Then it's go to the else part. Then you display the message print eligible to cast vote. Then whenever the age as, for example, 17, then 17 less than 18. Here, for example, it is a 17, A should be 17, less than 18. Condition returns true or false. The condition returns true. Then we can erase an exception. Then you can, if you want to raise an exception, with help of the raise keyword. Okay, that video has been covered in the last video. Then raise, then here already this exception has been created. But otherwise it is not possible to write here. Raise invalid error. We are creating the exception. Sorry, we can create the instance to the invalid error class. And also we are passing one argument not eligible to cast vote, which means that raise invalid error. Okay, we are creating the instance to a class invalid error. Then we are also passing one argument. At that time, whenever the instance has been created to the class, at that time the constructor will get executed. What is the constructor in that class? Init method. Then what is the argument? Not eligible to cast vote. Then which will be placed in the message. Okay, then I would like to invoke the main superclass of the invalid error. What is the superclass? Exception is the superclass. There's super.init. Okay, the whatever the method, init method as there in the exception class, that can be override. Okay, that can be override. When you call this method, the existing method message can be override by the new message. That is called not eligible to cast vote. Then here, then from exception class, which will throw that message to the except block. Throw that exception to the except block. Then control will comes to here. Then invalid error, whatever the argument is there in the exception class, that will be passed to here. Okay, that will be stored in the argument E. Okay, or object E. Then that will be displayed over here. Then I would like to run this model. For example, yeah. Okay, if the indentation error has come, okay. Then I would like to, yeah, class is over. Then up to that class has defined. Then class is entered to here. Yeah, I would like to which error has got it. I will check it once. Invalid syntax. Okay, I would like to close other bracket over there. Yeah, then save it. Yeah, enter age. I would like to age as given 20. Then what is the output we got? Eligible to cast vote. Then again I would like to read the again. For example, input as given as, for example, age should be 16. The 16 as given as input, then enter. See here, not eligible to cast vote, okay, which can arise an exception. Not eligible to cast. Once the message has been displayed, then next time, then we will give the age above 18, 18 or above. Then only you can age that person is eligible to cast vote. Then here, what is the meaning of this program is what? Then we are create the what is called user defined exception. Okay, that is called invalid error. Invalid error is not part of the built-in exception. Okay, based on your application, you can create your own application, because whenever you develop the banking application, okay, the insufficient balance error, okay, we can create that exception class. For example, whenever you read the marks of student as input, the marks must be a positive. Whenever the marks has entered in the negative, then you can erase an exception, negative marks error or negative marks exception. Okay, that is also called a user defined exception. Based on your application, you can create your own exception class, that is called as the built-in user defined exception. Okay, if you have any doubt regarding the user defined exceptions in Python, you contact me at any time through WhatsApp or mail. Thank you all for watching my videos.